What did I do? I grinded a little bit. Almost everyone's level 28 at least. I got a few titles. Like some of the titles that were based on having like proficiency in certain skills, so I went ahead and got those. I think I should be good to at least fight the big rock, at least. I'll fight the rock, I'll try everyone's novice training grounds, maybe. And then we'll actually continue with the story. I'm definitely not as struggling as much as I was before, at least. Okay. I think I should be good for the novice battles, at least. Do it! There we go. We're good. It's down. It's killed. The evil has been defeated. Awesome.
We may be a touch beyond our depth.
We barely got a look at the thing.
Oh, Captain, it's you again. Did you manage to beat that Zoogle I asked you about?
Okay.
Yeah, it turned out to be a real handful, but we eventually pulled through and won. Don't be coy. You're a sight to behold against that thing, attacking and defending with that shield of yours. Wow, you managed to take out that tough rock Zoogle with your shield. That's impressive. Thanks. It turns out it's useful not just for defending. I can be offensive with it too. I feel like I better understand what it's capable of now. Well, thanks for doing all that, Captain. I can finally get back to work. There we go. Nice. And this gives her a title? Yeah. With very cheap skills I can buy. Nice. Does Xion not have one for the novice training grounds? I guess she doesn't. Okay. Still gonna try and do hers anyway, I guess. Try Alphin's. I've definitely taken more damage from my own abilities and the actual enemies. Hopefully that was under 3 minutes, right? That's your first victory here? Okay. Okay, yeah, I got it. Nice. Cool. Undefeated swordsman. I haven't really played around with Xion first, so I'll try her training. She does attack pretty slowly, considering she does have a gun. Oh, dang it. Freeze Lancer... It's not great if they move out the way. Her normal attacks are, like, surprisingly slow. Pineapple gel, nice. I always need those. Okay. Okay. She also, like, has to take a moment to actually reload after doing her combo. I haven't really played her very much, but she does feel kind of clunky compared to Alphen. There you go. Hopefully that was under 3 minutes, I think. I think that I did that pretty quickly. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Rinwell, your turn. I just kind of have to wait for it to actually, you know, cast the spell, please. There we go. There we go. First victory! And speedy. Cool. The Training Grounds Origin of Lame SAL crossover. I know there is a SAL crossover here. I don't know if I have actually bought the DLC for it. I don't know if I will. Is it like, what, just a bonus boss fight against Kirito, I guess? I still need to actually buy Beyond the Dawn, actually. Ah, frick. It's not worth it? Okay. Oh shit! Hold on, I do kind of want to see Rinwell's Mystic Art if I can. There we go. Oh! Nice. That one's actually, I think, probably the cooler ones. Alright, there you go. Did I get the speed one? Yeah, I did. Cool. Unbeatable Mage. It's weird that Xion doesn't have a title for her solo training grounds. Bonus fight and then it gives you Kirito and Asuna Mystic Art. Okay. I would probably want to see what their Mystic Art actually looks like though. Oh, hold on. I also need to mess with Law's abilities. Hold on. There we go. Lavender. Yeah, I didn't get the lemon gel. It's fine. It's just lemon gel. It's fine. I can buy it now. It's really close. Come on. There you go. I probably also did not get the time one for that either. Okay, no, I did. We're good. Kisara's might be a little bit difficult. I do think out of all the characters, her playstyle is probably the hardest. Mostly because she doesn't dodge. She just tanks. There you go. I think I actually did that faster than I did with Law, actually. Yep, okay. Mystic Art. That works. Alright. Oh, I actually did get the speed bonus. Cool. There you go. Definitely did not get the speed one for this one. Okay. There you go. We're good. Give me rewards. Oh, I actually got the speed thing for that one. Nice. Awesome. I combined nice and awesome, excuse me. I'm not gonna do the group battle just yet. Probably when I'm closer to like the actual level for that. But I think that's most of the side stuff that I wanted to do done. Let's actually do the plot. I assume the central elevator is probably gonna be locked, so I'm probably gonna have to descend slowly.
You're a lord going into hiding. A forest is one place to turn.
We don't know for sure she's here. Keep looking.
I do think they said one of the areas was like a wharf, so maybe she had just sort of got on a boat and left. Non-operational, right? Looks like this elevator is stuck. Damn it. What the hell did the rodents do to it? We're not getting out of here unless we find a way around it. Why don't we look around and see if there's anything useful? A wise idea. Perhaps we'll find another way down. That alright with you, Shion? Sure. The castle looks completely out of place here, was it for a lord? Let's take her entire office with her? Collection of old experiment implements. Someone's been keeping mementos. A collection of literature pertaining to astral arts across multiple fields of research. She a big scientist lady, maybe? Unless it's like a drill. Or a generator to an elevator. Okay. There's not really much here, is there? Oh, the elevator can now stop on the surface as well as B3 and B floor. Oh, Essaluva Fortress ruins.
For the hideout of a runaway lord, this place is a lot bigger than I was expecting.
Do you think she had it built with that in mind?
No. Personally, I think this used to be part of a Danon castle or fortress of some sort.
How can you tell?
For one thing, it doesn't look like a storehouse. For another, it's old and you can tell it was built to let people hole up inside of it.
Huh. I'll take your word for it. I don't know the first thing about brick. You know, I've always thought you were a smart little cookie, but damn, Rinwell, you really know your stuff.
It's no big deal. I've just read a lot of books is all.
If this is meant to be a castle, there wasn't much to it above ground. Are there such things as underground castles?
They're more like
probably
fortresses.
More of it above ground. That is, until 300 years ago.
So the main structure must have been lost during the time of the invasion, with only the underground part remaining. And then this lord decided to use it for her own purposes. Have I got that right?
But what reason could she have for using this place instead of staying back in her own castle?
That's what we're here to find out. Whatever it is, she's up to no good.
It's probably
It's all the more reason
with the
we need to
fruit,
hurry up
maybe.
and find her before it's too late.
Okay. The remnants of a machine with no clear purpose, long since inactive. Okay. Quite sure what it would be. Kind of looks like a teleporter almost, but probably not.
This place is full of weird machinery, old and new. Just what the hell was she doing here?
By all appearances, a sort of unsavory research she wouldn't want to see divulged.
Even to other Renans? That's a scary thought.
A set of circular gadgets just big enough to encircle a person. That's concerning.
This place goes pretty deep underground.
It was probably built that way so it could still be used even if the above ground portion got destroyed.
Perhaps that's why it's still here, and why it was made into her hideout. It would certainly stand to reason.
Another generator. Turn it on. B1, but not B2 yet.
It would appear we can descend down where the railing has fallen apart.
What? Are you serious?
It's fine, just a little bit of heights. Okay.
By all appearances, it would seem she was researching something here.
You think so? What kind of research could she have been doing in a place like this?
The fruit.
Your guess is as good as mine. Hardly anything the likes of us could imagine.
The fruit.
If we assume it was because this area is rich in astral energy, then it's possible she could have been doing any number of things.
It's the frickin' fruit.
Indeed. Renan castles and spirit vessels are often found in such locations. Intriguingly, Dahnan ruins are also known for their abundant energy.
You Renans attacked us. Don't act like you're just some...
Sheesh, enough already. This isn't the place to pick a fight over this.
How can you be so calm listening to all of this? You suffered at the hands of guys like him too.
Come on, Renwall.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm calm.
Okay. Some sheets filled with complex diagrams and symbols related to astral arts are strewn about. What a mess. It looks like it was abandoned in a panic.
How much longer will our healing
Okay.
arts last?
Long enough. Okay. Record of an experiment that used Zoogle. Something about it gives you the chills. I mean, I will say, for what is supposed to be kind of like a mad scientist lab, this place does look cozy as hell. Definitely don't get mad scientist lab vibes from this area. Is there anyone here?
There's nobody here. It's been nothing but Zoogles. No lords, no Renan forces.
They have to be holed up somewhere, right?
Did they send us on a wild
From the
goose
look of
chase?
I don't think anybody's been here for a while. If anyone was here, they're long gone.
Oh dear.
That can't be.
Look out!
We'll figure this out later. Right now, this thing needs dealing with.
It's just a big ape. Tamararis.
I don't understand. Did Bayfon lie?
He didn't
Wait. Okay.
lead us on a wild goose chase.
Hey, save your questions until after we manage to finish this thing.
Maybe Bayfon just had bad intel. Nope. There we go. I didn't even need to use items, we're good. Be gone.
So much for finding the Lord. Come on, let's get back to Niaz.
Shion, calm down. This isn't like you. What's wrong? Talk to me.
It's none of your concern.
Shion, it would really help if you
Even
just
after everything
communicated
we've
with
been through
us.
together?
The two of us are only helping each other because our interests overlap, remember?
Are you serious? You helped me come to terms with Zephyr's death. You put your life on the line to save me. Don't tell me you did all that out of necessity. That it was only because we have a common goal. Fine.
Huh?
You don't want to answer? Then I'll do whatever I like from now on, too. Clearly, I'm just bothering you. So it doesn't matter if you tell me what's on your mind. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking out for you. Not now, not ever.
That's not fair. Why can't you just leave me alone? You don't know the first thing about me.
But I do. I know you care about the pain of others. You care, Shion. That's why I want to help.
Because of my thorns, I thought I had been doomed to a life of solitude. Until the day I died, I knew I would be alone.
And now?
Now kiss.
The truth is, I'm trying to end my curse and get rid of my thorns.
Get rid of? There's a way to do that? Really?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is there's a chance. But that's the reason I need the Renis Alma.
The Renis Alma?
The Master Core to end all Master Cores. It is bestowed upon the winner of the Crown Contest, the new Sovereign, as proof of their victory. It must be assembled from all 5 Master Cores.
That's why taking down the Lords is so important to you. But Shionne, you're not in this alone. If there's a chance we can rid you of your thorns, I'll be by your side the whole way.
That includes us, right?
Like it or not, you're going to have to get used to relying on us every now and then.
What kind of friends would we be otherwise?
Also, I've gotten so used to the sight of the Baki on Shionne's head. I probably shouldn't have.
Dahnan Liberation and the Renis Alma. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. If we have any hope of finding this Lord and their Master Core, we start by heading back to Niez.
Man, who would have thought we'd ever get thanked by Shionne?
Sounds like someone wants me to grab their arm.
I'm joking! Damn, you're scary sometimes.
Shionne's not scary at all.
Alphen.
I'll just, leave you two alone.
They're just flirting now, I guess. Alright, there's also a skit.
I can't believe this. To think they would give us a bad lead like that. Where could that Lord actually be?
Beats me. That said, there's no point wandering around aimlessly trying to look for her.
Maybe she is just locked up in the castle.
What's wrong, Kisara?
Oh, I was just thinking about what it meant for there to be castles here on Dahna. People build castles to protect things that are important for one reason or another. But not simply that. They're also used to project a ruler's power.
So what you're saying is, even before the Renans invaded, the Dahnans were still being ruled over. It was just by other Dahnans.
That's most likely the case, yeah. Though who knows how they led their people.
But after seeing Deadeye, I can't picture them being all that benevolent themselves.
What if it's in everyone's nature to rule over and control others? What are we supposed to do about that?
If it really is in our nature, then no. All that means is we have all the more reason to fight it. That's all there is to it.
I guess, like, also they... Because Rinwell's clan was, like, hidden away and stuff, so... Maybe that has something to do with it. There are parts to some machine. Looks like someone already removed the most vital components. Okay.
About damn time. Took long enough.
But that's...
Right. I can't wait.
Head on over to the plaza.
Uh-oh.
What's going on? It seems busier here than before.
Hey, look! Isn't that Bayfon over there?
Ah, there you are. It seems I owe you all an apology. I'm guessing you didn't find the Lord back in the forest, did you?
No, but something tells me you already knew that.
That I did. Turns out I bit down on some bad intel when I should have known better.
That means Deadeye doesn't trust you either, though.
As I thought.
Yeah.
But why would he feed you bad intel?
My guess? He wanted me to lead you all astray. Make sure you weren't sniffing around where he didn't want you to be.
That's a real red
While you were
flag.
off in the forest, I got word that one of our squads captured the Lord.
The place wasn't even close to where you were searching.
I see. Well, the important thing is that you finally caught her. Did you suffer many casualties?
You're not going to believe this, but she didn't even put up a fight. She had no escort either.
That's
What
sus.
about her Master Core? Was it recovered?
Sorry. They only briefed me on the basics.
That's real sus.
For now, Deadeye's getting ready to make his victory speech out in the plaza. In the meantime, I've been ordered to set up a defense perimeter around the outside of the city, so I'll be out of town for a while. I imagine Deadeye will announce what he intends to do with the Lord during his speech. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Anyway, until next time.
This feels really sus.
A Renan Lord surrendering without a fight?
Is she trying to
Something
lead them into a
doesn't add
trap
up
or
here.
something?
I'm afraid I can't say I know much of her lordship personally.
There's a lot about this that doesn't make sense. The Master Core is a concern too. Let's stick around like Bayfon suggested and see what happens. We don't leave until we get to the bottom of this.
Is she like trying to get
Just what
like
Deadeye
all the
has in
people in
store
one
for
place or something?
For now, let's wait at the inn until he gives his victory speech.
It's really weird.
Everybody's so excited.
They can hardly be blamed when they've apprehended an enemy leader. That said,
Yeah. Isn't there some way to calm them down?
If you don't have anything to do until Deadeye's victory speech, you should wait here. I'll give you a room to use in the meantime. Once it's time for the big event, I'll come and get you all. I keep dying. And Dolium is down. I wasn't expecting another boss battle, actually. I was kind of expecting just like, you know, the cutscene and that's it. There you go. That took a while. Did I break it steel permanently? I think it did. Cool. I guess that's why it didn't, it took so long to core break then. It's in the triple digits. 1 health. There we go. There we go.
Is everyone all right?
Yeah. But Almeidrea got away. Rinwell, are you...
What the hell happened here?
Bayfon, is that you? Thank goodness you're okay.
I've been outside the city this whole time, but I sensed a disturbance in the wind and decided to turn back. What happened here? Where is everybody?
Well,
Matria's handiwork. She allowed herself to be captured so she could rile up the Danans into a frenzy and rob them of their astral energy. She wiped out almost everyone in the plaza, including Deadeye'm.
Deadeye'm's dead. Everyone. And the Darkwings. Almost all of our companions in the Resistance. How could this happen?
Regardless of what she had to gain, what kind of person would do something like that?
If she managed to find kinship in Kelzelik, then I'd say the very worst kind.
ugh.
It's clear now that she used Menancia as a testing ground for the fruits of Helgen, before using them here.
So everything that led up to this moment was all a part of her plan.
Once she knew they'd eaten enough tainted food, she just needed to get herself caught.
We have to go after her. Balseth and Ganabelt were horrible, but Almeidrea makes them look like saints. I doubt she's really gone back into hiding. We have to put an end to this once and for all.
Yeah, what she's done can't be forgiven.
I don't know what to do. I saw what hatred did to those people, but hating her is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't just stop hating her. What am I supposed to do?
Oh no.
Tell me. Smile at her from across the battlefield? Apologize while we fight her? I don't know if I can do that.
Rinwell.
Nobody can understand what you've been through. We can't even begin to imagine the pain you've experienced. But if hate is what has kept you going ever since that day, then let it be your strength. However, think about this. When you've had your revenge, when we've beaten Almeidrea, then what will you do?
Huh?
I'm saying you're going to have to find a way to survive once that hatred is gone. When it is, what do you plan on doing then?
I don't know. I've never thought about it before.
Almeidrea's death doesn't have to be your end too. You need a reason to live, Rinwell, not an excuse to die. Understand?
She's right. We could never truly know the pain that Almeidrea has caused you. But I think you should listen to Shion. Give yourself time to consider things. And if it's too much right now, it's okay for you to sit this one out.
Where's Hootle? What does Hootle think about all
My head
this?
might be a mess right now, but I'm not letting you fight Almeidrea without me. I need to be there, please. That much I do know. I'm going with you. And on the road, I'll think about it. A reason to live, without hate.
That said, it'll be no good chasing after her blind with no idea where she went. Beifan, do you have any ideas where she might have gone?
Where's the spirit vessel?
I can't say for sure, but west of here is an underground harbor along a cliff near the coast. She spent years building a ship there, a floating fortress that she called her castle on the sea. No one quite knew why she wanted the thing, but now...
Of course. She's already effectively destroyed her own capital. It's likely she planned to abandon her realm as well.
Right. That's as good a lead as any. Let's go.
Oh dear. Oh. Intervener for law.
What's that woman going to do next?
Nothing good, I'll bet.
We'll stop it this time.
I still can't believe what that Almeidrea did. Not only that, but she was enjoying it.
It's patently clear she has no respect for human life whatsoever.
We need to take her out. I don't think I've ever felt so enraged at another person in my whole life.
Yeah! There's no way she's getting away with this!
Then we head for the underground docks. We need to hurry. Rinwell, can you keep moving?
I guess the last realm will be like the water realm then, huh? Okay. So maybe she's allied with the lord there, maybe.
My family and I, we spent all of our days just living in hiding. Until one day when we were found and attacked. I was the only one my dad and the others hid. That's the reason I survived. While the rest of my family was butchered. The only thing that I could see was the crest of a lord glowing through the smoke. And then...
It was Almeidrea who did it.
At all.
I'm sorry, Rinwell.
That woman. Did she really find the existence of Dahnan mages to be that much of a threat?
Enough to invade another lord's territory? No, I doubt that. Most likely, she was after their knowledge and techniques. She only did it so she could become stronger. That's the kind of woman she is.
In retrospect, I do remember her making it sound like she created that monster she summoned.
A monster. I wonder, do you all think of me as a monster? Because I'm able to use magic even though I'm Dahnan?
No, you're baby.
Rinwell.
Of course we don't think you're a monster, you dummy.
Huh?
I might have had to hold you back, but it's her fault any of this ever happened, not yours. Got it?
Law.
I like Law. Such a cool dude.
I hope we manage to catch Almeidrea soon.
I hope so too, before she can cause any more havoc.
You okay, Rinwell?
Oh, yeah.
Don't push yourself too hard now, okay?
Okay. Thanks. Oh, Hootle. I
Baby.
don't know what to do.
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
Guess she forgot to turn it off when she used it. Okay.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria.
Nice boat. Can I recommandeering a ship in order to catch up with her, maybe?
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
You're giving us the boat?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Just like that?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
It was a nice boat.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail.
I'm surprised you're just giving it to us, though. Honestly. Okay. There's no skits or anything. Let's sail. Definitely a lot different from the pirate ship in Berseria.
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before.
What's with the goofy music playing in the
Never would've
background?
thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Is your name? Okay, no, I don't think his name was. They said his name and it wasn't Eifried.
On one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
What if we fished? Your party disbanded. Okay.
Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
What is with the music? It's a little bit goofy. Oh, Kisara. We'll save. I should talk to everyone else first.
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodia's Dahnans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Saar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidrea. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidrea when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know though, maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
She's just tsundere, right?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Aw. The music is so goofy. Okay. Everyone else gets their scene.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almeidrea. Was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Alright. Lila was giving me a weird look during that. Let me grab her. Give me a second.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almeidrea?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almeidrea did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almeidrea do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
The music feels really out of place.
The only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Saar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
I do also really like Dolim. I think he's cool. Okay, Kisara looks like she's not having a good time. Okay.
You don't look so good. Are you alright?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective, from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people. But that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Dahnans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
Not sure I follow.
Come on, Alphen.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Dahnans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well,
She's saying you
I
two should
suppose it's
kiss.
really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
At minimum. Alright. You two gonna have your moment?
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almeidrea's ship?
She's just trying to make small
I'm looking
talk.
at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually managed to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Dahnans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Dahnans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Dahnans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed.
Oh. Hand holding. This is probably the most PDA we'll probably get in this game.
I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
I hope
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place.
he doesn't like
It's a
get
little
his
ironic, isn't it?
ability to feel pain back. That would really suck for Shion. Huh?
Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right?
It's not gonna be that
Then
easy
you
though,
can-
right?
Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise.
Oh.
You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
God dang it, Alphen. Okay.
I wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidrea. I'll ask Mahavar.
Okay. The ship had a better head start than I first thought. If you want to take a nap before things pop off, now's the time. I hope we get to keep the boat.
Look who's up. Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
It's a bigger ship, it looks like.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Just kind of need to be real careful. This kind of look like this might be able to fly as well, maybe. Maybe. Careful. It's gonna be another whole ass dungeon? Oh dear.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin.
Oh, it's the lady in the red again. We're gonna get any explanation on her. Why she keeps showing up. Oh god.
Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Alright.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almeidrea.
This can be its own dungeon, I guess. It's big enough to be one. Mobile Fortress Gradia. Members who have left, return to your party. Cool.
Shion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Alright.
Now that's what I call a ship.
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag Saar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out? Now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Yeah, we still have the Water Lord as well.
There's never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Behind the mask.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglio, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought it was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Dahnan in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I
It's gonna have, like, what? The Mark of the Exalt on, like, his still hidden eye, maybe?
To tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half.
It's gonna
Then
break.
again,
I feel it.
The idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
I don't know if it's gonna break this dungeon or after, during the water dungeon, maybe.
The dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Alright. Actually, I do wonder if there's gonna be, like, a merchant if I go back to the... Freighter, maybe.
Finally, some open space again.
Okay, there is. Cool. Oh? What is this thing? Is it just me, or does it look like the one we ran back in Revel? Hold on. This one it's actually made of astral energy. It might be one of Almadria's traps. Crap. So what do we do? If I manipulate the astral energy, I could get rid of it, maybe. I'll just have to give it a shot. I guess we don't have a map action for her yet, I guess. Rinwell's map action. Rinwell's astral arts can be used to absorb walls of astral energy to block your path. I'm surprised it took this long in order to actually unlock it. To do so, approach a wall of energy and press up to spend CP to make it disappear. I haven't really also used Kisara's map action very much since we got her. The Dolim doesn't have one yet either.
That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Alright. Dolim, when are you gonna let me have your map action? I'm pretty sure your map action is gonna be the one where lets me, like, probably put vines places so I can climb in some of those areas that I noticed before. Access key A.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
I know exactly where to go. We're fine. I guess we'll go in order. Oh, I see. That's kind of concerning.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zoogles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here.
There's a Zoogle in the cage. You don't say. It's not being. If it's not being sicked on intruders, maybe it's Almadria's pet or a lab rat. Okay. The improved endurance experiment was a success. Lord Almadria will be the most pleased. Her lordship is rather taken with the Zoogle. The entire lab is almost fired over it.
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
Access key B. There's no way this equipment is part of the ship. There must be more experiments going on here. Okay.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We go down with it.
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Plus, you also don't want to lose her
Since the contest began.
master core to the ocean. You're never gonna get it back.
Doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegus?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegus and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
How did they make it on Lenegus
You mean to tell
then?
me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
Oh, hi. Are those fairy wings? Butterfly wings. Okay.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Okay. Oh, they're kind of massive, aren't they? Oh, they kind of actually look really good on Xion. Like these red ones. She was a fairy indeed. Okay. Okay. What is this? Oh, it's a spirit vessel. Okay.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
Well, she's not here.
There's no one here.
I'm scared.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
Sprouted wings like Xion. Alright.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
Access
The
key
way
C.
this key's been placed. It's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
Alright. Let me go ahead and head to the Owl Forest. And then we'll call it for today, I guess. I don't think they're gonna give me another cutscene, but probably more items. Like probably Kisara's all-color stuff. Nightly Guardsman armor. And Aquatic Guardsman armor. Okay. Oh. Item Professor. Oh, okay. Cool. All black version. Cool. And blue version. Nice. Doesn't change like the color for her bodysuit underneath, I guess. We'll stick to the default though.